And let me jump straight into it. Adding Savarkar in the syllabus is welcome, but removing Iqbal from textbooks is not. Include Iqbal, then describe in detail his bigotry and rampant jihadism. We don't want our next generation to not know about Iqbal, Navika. We want our next generation to know the truth about Iqbal. Iqbal was a psychopathic bigot. Praising him is like praising Aurangzeb's poetry, forgetting his bigotry. It was Iqbal who said ISIS style, quote, "I am a pan-Islamist. The mission of Islam is to purge this world of infidelity and worship of false gods. And this mission would ultimately be fulfilled, inshallah," unquote. It was Iqbal who carried the coffin of Ilmuddin, the assassin of Rangila Rasool's publisher, and said blasphemy had been avenged. It was Iqbal who said Muslim women should not be given more than religious education. It was the same Iqbal who was in reality the son of a Kashmiri Pandit Ratan Lal, who was given a choice, convert or die. Naturally, Iqbal began hating Hindus, wanted to purge polytheism. To eulogize him is to be as psychopathic as Iqbal himself. Navika, distorted histories leave wounds that both medicine and time cannot heal, and very few have been distorted more than Savarkar's. It is high time truth about him was taught instead of the only thing that is taught, his so-called apology. And talking of apologies, Motilal Nehru had to plead and grovel before the Viceroy to get his son Jawaharlal off Nabha jail, as he couldn't stand the harshness of it. Savarkar was in solitary for 6 months. Now, there is no doubt that Savarkar was a fearless freedom fighter before he was incarcerated in Kalapani, and that he suffered terribly there, Navika, terribly. So I am ambivalent towards his mercy petitions. By the way, Gandhi had also advised Savarkar's brother that Savarkar should write mercy petition, and Gandhi himself wrote an appeal to the British to release Savarkar. Besides, the co-founder of the Communist Party of India, Dange, also wrote mercy petitions to the British. Bismil and Ashfaqullah Khan also wrote mercy petitions. Yes, once released, Savarkar did ask Indians to join the British Army, but then so did Mahatma Gandhi. Yes, Savarkar was also against Quit India movement, but then so was Ambedkar, who said, and I quote, "Quit India movement is both irresponsible and insane, showing bankruptcy of statesmanship," unquote. And for those who say you needed to be thrown in jail by the British if you were a true freedom fighter, I ask them, was Dr. Ambedkar ever thrown in jail by the British? There is also a fact that Savarkar was a bold social reformer and, unlike Gandhi, was vociferously against caste system. Also, his views on Islam are astonishingly similar to the views of Ambedkar. And we don't call Ambedkar an Islamophobe, do we, Navika? Just 10 seconds. Nations weaken not because of their past, Navika, but rather by how they are taught it. High time we taught our nation the truth.
Well, I want to ask Dr. Fuad Halim. Dr.